Barbosa coming out here at Liquid Swords 4 for the first match of the event. We have Anabella coming out of Kogan here to kick off Liquid Swords 4. I'm your commentator, Maine Miller, doing like co-commentator.
Miranda Yost.
How you doing, Miranda?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Going to commentate some matches here for Liquid Swords 4.
And this is the first match of the day, a youth match for 4 minutes.
Yeah, but again, I love that Liquid Swords does both the kids matches and the adults. They have some pro matches. Immediate pass here by Anabella. Again, Liquid Swords, it is a no points, it is submission only for the regulation, then it goes to overtime. We move into standard overtime rules here.
She does a really good job going to north-south and holding Anabella down so Anabella can't get her guard back.
Yeah, again, you just get out of the guard early in the match. It gives you a lot of time on the top position to work for subs, which is, again, what Liquid Swords is looking for subs, looking to, finish people in the regulation to end up with a lot of finishes for the event.
Yeah. Luiza looks like she's trying to isolate an arm and go after one of the arms once Anabella starts to kind of overcompensate by kind of pushing against her. Anabella's doing a really good job of not extending her arms very much and kind of using her feet and her hips to kind of move herself around.
Certinho, pronto, vamos aí. Agora você tem que pegar o underhook.
Pode deixar ela virar e pegar as costas. Pode deixar ela virar e pegar as costas também.
Isso, se é... Isso.
Nice pressure on top. Again, just keeping a good top position here. Looking to start pushing at that wrist to break the hands open there, to start isolating one arm to look for probably an arm bar or a Kimura. Based on how she's putting her legs over the head, I'm going to guess that she's going to look for Kimura here on the top, or potentially could fall off there for an arm bar.
Yeah. She's trying for shoulder control, kind of isolating the arm. She's also doing a really good job looking over at her corner and trying to figure out what her corner, is asking her to do.
It's one thing I love to see in youth competitors is they go for something and they look for kind of affirmation from their corner to go, hey, am I doing the right thing? Where should I be going here? It's something that you love to see in youth, because usually if they're doing that at a youth level, that continues into the adult levels, and you get, a very, very competent competitor that really knows how to use their team. Yeah, especially in these short matches, there's not a huge amount of time to work, so you want to make sure that, your corner can give you the best advice for those short matches where you really have to run for the entire duration of the match.
And if you notice, Luiza's coach just went from English to Portuguese to coach her. And I wonder if that was, so her opponent couldn't hear exactly what she was trying to do. But he's coaching in Portuguese now, which is interesting. It's always fun to see the different dynamics of a coach and their student.
Yeah, it's always very, very interesting when you see that. We see that with Mikey Musumeci sometimes.
Yeah.
When you have the English commentary or the English coaching into the Portuguese coaching, depending on where they are in the match or what information you're trying to communicate, if you want your opponent or your opponent's corner to know that information or not.
Yeah. And with kids, it's a little more difficult to coach. But right now she has isolated the arm. It looks like she is going to sit back for an arm bar. Anabella does a really good job grabbing her arm out as Luiza goes into, it looked like De La Hiva into a sweep.
Yeah, real quick there in the transition.
And then Luiza gets a sweep herself. She straight side control, going back after that arm.
Looking for that Kimura grip again on the top. Again, looking for the corner for the information that she needs. Really a nice north-south work here. Really staying away from the legs. Good pressure on top.
Really good job, staying on top of Anabella and being able to continually hold her down and hold that pressure down so that Anabella can't get her guard back or try to sweep.
Move the time here. We are now moving into the overtime here. For Liquid Swords, we start with overtime. You have either the back or the arm, and you are looking for a submission. So we're not looking for ride time. We are looking for a submission as we run through the various overtimes there.
Yeah, it goes back, and then it goes arm, and then it goes takedown for all the matches today. It's BAT, B-A-T.
Which I like, again, so you don't end up with the entirety of the circle happening in overtime.
Yeah.
Really, really nice turn through there to get back on top. And now Luiza is going to be on the back of Anabella here.
She immediately gets that triangle from the back, which makes it a lot harder for Anabella to get out. But Annabella's doing a really good job with both of her hands on the arms so that she's not getting choked and slowly trying to get herself to the mat.
Yeah, the roll through there is what you need to be doing, but it is really hard with that body triangle. If that body triangle starts hooking underneath the knee like it is, or even hooks through the center of the legs like we saw at the beginning, it can make those roll throughs and freeing your hips really, really hard to do.
Yeah.
Referee looking real close at the hand position.
He's also trying to pay attention that, with the children, you got to watch a little bit harder.
Yeah, just
you never know, the reactions.
Mm-hmm. And you're looking for safety of the athletes, which again, I love all 3 referees we have. Liquid Swords 4 are very, very experienced guys that have been doing it for a very long time. Almost locked the choke in there, and then decided to pull it back out.
Is Anabella trying for an arm bar, or is she just trying to keep the arm away?
I think she's probably just trying to keep the arm away, because again, if it's straightened out like that, you can't loop it back in front of the face. Really nice turn through. We are going to move into the armbar section of the overtime rounds.
Yeah, in the armbar section of this, they start with one arm in and kind of one arm on the mat. It's kind of the opposite of what you would do at a 10th Planet or an EBI kind of style event. But Annabella's still holding on to that arm. But Luiza's going to try to step over the head maybe to try to get the angle different on her arm.
That shoulder's real tight, though. It's down close to the mat. It's very hard here to be able to step over, especially when your secondary arm is still trapped between the legs like that. This is going to get really tight. Nice stack. Gonna look to try to pull the arm out here.
She really needs to also make sure that Anabella can't kind of stretch her body out from this position too, because if she can stretch her body out, then you're still stuck in that arm.
Yeah, Anabella looks like to be the taller of the 2 athletes here, and she's really using that length well, getting up on her shoulders, really driving up and extending and kind of knocking Luiza off balance and off base. Good defense there, has the hands together. But Annabella's still really locked onto that arm. He's doing a very, very nice job here of just keeping the arm, pushing out, breaking the hands, pushing away.
And not allowing her to, get that arm back. Her to be able to advance to a position to get out.
Yeah, in this stack for a long period of time, again, it's you're both athletes are getting fatigued here, and it becomes a little bit of a war of attrition of, trying to stack long enough to loosen up the grip so that you can pull the hand out or drive through and basically smash past around, versus how long can you stay inverted, how long can you get your abs and hips together to keep driving against that shoulder and pulling on the grip in that arm.
Yeah. But both ladies are trying really hard to go after what they want in this position. And I'm really surprised that Anabella can hold on for this long in that position, because that's not an easy thing to do. And you can tell by her face that,
A little bit of a grimace there. She's a little tired there, basically holding being stacked like that for so long. Rips through, and we're out. Now we're going to have Luiza Barbosa on top here. Start with the arm of Anabella. Very nice lock there. Legs together, and immediately gets the tap and is going to win the match. Yeah. Great opening match here at Liquid Swords 4.
Luiza Barbosa.
Takes this match.
Hey, congratulations. What's your name and where do you train?
My name is Luiza Faria Barbosa, and I train at Native BJJ.
Okay. Tell me about that match. Talk me through what happened.
At first, I tried to pass, and then she recovered, and then I swept her, and it was a really tough match. And then we proceeded to the back take, and it was an odd. So then we did the arm bar, and I submitted her.
And how was your experience overall?
It was really good. I really love this federation.
Is there anybody you would like to thank today? I'm sure there are.
I would love to thank my parents and Coach Felipe for supporting me.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's go, Lulu!